All right, folks, thanks for joining me again. Those of you who followed my channel and kind of have subscribed, kind of interesting, maybe what I've been saying or trying to pass along to everybody is that you're gonna get your own tools, start your collection, get them at Harbor Freight, get them at closeouts, get them at sales, get them at yard sales, get them at secondhand stores. Start building your collection of tools. You saw and you hear about how I talk about how this will lead. Your model building will lead to other modelers hearing about your work. They'll send you work. They'll pay you to do work on their locomotives. Keep your reputation clean. Don't burn anybody. Your reputation by word of mouth will build, and you're going to have all sorts of beauties coming across your workbench, kind of like I have been showing you guys. But also what we did here in these past few videos, if you guys go back beyond the Bill Bowker Denver Rio Grande project we're working on right now, I've encouraged everybody to clear out a little corner in the kitchen or in a bedroom or in the garage or whatever, get their workbench going. Because you saw me tackle a carburetor for a weed eater, a weed whacker. We fixed that project. We fixed that issue with that weed whacker. You saw me work on the knife, my folding knife. You saw us work on the Denver Rio Grande. We're working on that now. And you saw me work on the Lionel train set. We're just waiting for one more part to come in any day. But your tools, your workbench, your knack for working with your hands and building and fixing and stuff, something you've done all your life working for an employer. Now that you're on your retirement phase, or you're in retirement, or you're about to retire, you say, you know what, I want to set up my workbench. Your wife, your lovely wife, your partners are encouraging you to yeah, go ahead and do that. Oh, the other thing I mentioned, we trimmed out the rack and pinion here. So it goes beyond the hobby world. You're gonna find yourself working on all sorts of stuff. I'm kind of like the neighborhood. I'm not the neighborhood handyman. We got good handymans that do that, but I'm the neighborhood, let's say, metal fabricator or anything to do with metal. And I help out all my neighbors. I haven't charged a single penny for anybody. I just kind of do it out of love, and I get a kick out of doing that. So if this is for you, if this is something you and your wife kind of have been, or you have thought about, and your wife is pumping you to go in that direction, come on, let's start. I'm doing it. I'm starting it off for you right here, right now. We're gonna work on this guy here. We'll change out the front pads on my 4Runner here. We'll work on one tire. We'll start it anyways. I'll share with you guys, and then and we won't finish it. We'll keep this video short, but these videos are meant just to pump up you that's watching this thing right now on YouTube. But as I watch all the paramedics and cop cars go away, yeah, somebody passed down there. So, rest in peace, my brother or sister. You're gone, but you're not, and I'm not. Let's enjoy what that person is no longer enjoying. And if that person was able to talk to you right now, or myself, and he was standing right here, he would tell you, what the fuck are you doing, man? Get up, enjoy the last part of your life. You worked all your life. You're in retirement mode now. Do the stuff that makes you happy. Get your hands dirty. Dig into that delicious chocolate pie that just got pulled out of the oven by God himself, and he's offering it to you. Enjoy life. Embrace it. This is just part of it. The gentleman or the lady who passed while I was setting this up can no longer do that anymore. But I'm not editing that out. I'm leaving that in there. I'm leaving that in there so we could see. That's the fire truck right there. All the cops had just took off. So we could see how precious, how valuable life is. So let's go ahead. I'll clip this thing to my lapel. Let's do a little bit of work. We're only going to do the beginning of this. You guys, welcome aboard. Let's put that guy back in there. So some of these have already been pre-loosened just so I could speed up the video. We just kept the top one and another couple kind of. You want to prop up your truck on jack stands, some good jack stands. You want to block your wheels. That way you can work on this in safety. I also like to keep the jack underneath propped up against the frame in case one of the jacks fail. Hopefully that's another fail safe. Anyway. Okay. So I got the camera at the wrong angle. So we'll start this guy. We won't finish it. We'll just keep this video nice and short, probably like about less than 10 minutes. Okay, we definitely want to take this retainer clip off. And then we want to, let's see here. Wow. Somebody did a real cheap ass job the last time they did my brakes. Instead of using the factory retainer springs that go here on the outside and into that hole, kind of looks like a V, they went ahead and just used these cotter pins. That's a huge no-no. That's fucked up. So another reason I encourage you to do your own repairs. You know, I paid good money. I've been going to this place for about 25 years. And here at the end, since the son took over, look how they have dropped the ball. Okay, from now on, it's going to be just myself doing my own repairs. Big no-no. Let me show you what should be on there before I cut the tape. All right, and you know what, guys? No more of this internet. Let me see what's the cheapest I can get some weird part made in India, China, or wherever. Go down to Napa, man. Go get yourself some good parts. Your vehicle, yourself, and your family safety deserve it. You know what? That pisses me off. That's the same motherfucker that fucked up the rack and pinion on my truck that we shot here about 6 months ago. I have showed you an example on camera through my YouTube channel why it's not a bad idea to start working on our stuff again. We got the tools, we got the knowledge, we've been doing this all our lives. Yeah, it's better to pay someone, let them get dirty, but you've seen the results of that. There's the old rack and pinion. Remember that guy there? That's a brand new remanufactured unit that was defective. Rather than replace it, he blamed my truck for having all sorts of leaks. So I replaced it myself. And he had already done my brakes. I never expected him using cotter pins to install my brake pads. That actually pisses me off like crazy. I'm kind of at a loss for words. I'm a little bit pissed off right now. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna get a Coke and play a couple songs on my guitar just to kind of decompress from this. But there we go. Get a little bit of wiggle room here. Anyways, we'll get this. You want to start moving the pads back, get a little bit of wigging room so we can pull this out slowly. Once we pull this out slowly, we'll use the same brake pad to push back on those calipers on this side so we can pull the pad out. We'll do the same to the other side, push back on it with the pad, push those two calipers back. On Toyota 4Runners, these just pop right out. You pop the new ones back in, you secure them with these two pins, and you definitely secure them not with cotter pins. You secure them with the correct parts that Toyota issued when they built this truck, and that Napa and any good supply parts place will provide when you buy their kits. Okay, don't cheap out anymore, guys. That's my recommendation to you. Even if you don't have the money, like money's been tight here the last few months. You saw me working on everything here a little bit at a time because everything broke kind of at the same time. But there's plenty of good auto repair YouTube channels. Check them out, ask them questions. They will answer your questions. They're as helpful as heck, just like we are on our hobby channels here on YouTube. But I'm going to work on this. I'll work on the other one. We're going to do some soldering this afternoon and evening, and we're going to do some more soldering tomorrow. We'll work on Bill Balker's Denver Rio Grande L131-2882 locomotive in O scale, imported by U.S. Hobbies, built of all brass construction many years ago. You guys take care.